Hey, it's me, MLB. Here is chapter 54 of Shattered Image, and this one is titled, We Love Sero. He shook his head and smirked a little. Go to your next class, Yin. He said, I'll be in contact. You stood up with a grin on your face. Thanks, he replied. You're right. I don't care. I'm here to teach and protect, not to be considered alright or not. He said, and you laughed. It was a very Aizawa comment. I'm liking this man more and more, you thought with amusement as you turned and left. Thanks, you called out as you headed off down the hall to go and find Sero with your books. The next few days were a little bit of a blur for you, but Sero was there through it all, just silently supporting away on the sidelines. After your theory makeup exam, he was there waiting for you outside to walk you home, and then the next day for your practical exam, he was there outside waiting for you, and even took you to get ramen before walking you home, letting you vent everything about the exam, but you seemed to be a lot calmer about it this time, and just did what you were supposed to do to pass. You even tolerated Bakugo in the exam, and worked beside him, which was huge for you, but you'd had some time to acknowledge that you needed some upskilling, and although you felt behind, you knew that once you got some training from Aizawa, it was going to be over for everyone. Just you wait, you had thought as you stalked behind Bakugo to leave the exam. Once I upskill, it's over for all you bitches. Your first psychology session was in that time frame too, and you had a chance to talk about your childhood growing up and how you were perceived once you had developed this quirk you had. The psychologist was keen to get into the nitty-gritty of what made you tick, and you understood that this was all important for her to assess you and help you properly, so you gave her as much information as possible. But it didn't feel like you had too many emotions attached to your memories. Do you have any emotions attached to any of these memories? She asked you, after you had told her the stories of the dandelion and the other kids calling you a mirror freak, etc., etc. No, you replied, shaking your head. It's all in the past, I don't care anymore. She hummed, writing something down on her paper. Do you have any memories that you still feel an emotion attached to? She asked. You thought for a second, a memory coming forth that still made your heart clench, but you resisted the urge to show your emotions on your face and just shook your head instead. No, nothing I can think of right now, you said. It was a lie, but you wanted to think about it a little more before telling her, if you ever did want to tell her, that is. The session concluded after an hour, and then you walked home, greeting your mum as you entered the house. As you looked into the lounge, you noted your dad wasn't there, and then remembered that his car wasn't in the driveway when you had walked up, so you quizzed your mum about it. Dad's out? You asked casually as you sat at the dinner table to chat. Oh, yes, your mum said, avoiding eye contact with you, and you noticed immediately. Where is he? You asked pointedly. He's out, she replied evasively. Where? You asked. Don't try and hide it, Mum. Where is he? He's getting help, your mum finally said. He's seeing a psychologist. I think this is important for him, she added. I think he needs to talk about his past. Oh, I'm actually kind of proud, you thought. Okay, good, you replied. I might just forgive him if he's seeing someone about his trauma. That's a step for him. I'm glad he's taking the initiative, you said. Me too, your mum said, finally looking at you with a relieved smile. We can heal, I know we can. Yeah, you said. Just then your phone buzzed in your pocket and you felt it, and then pulled it out to read it. Oh, it's Sarah. Hunter, you said idly. Oh, Hunter, is that his first name? You're using first name? Your mum asked hopefully. Yeah, Mum, it's fine though, you replied. Don't freak out, jeez. Oh, he's such a sweet boy. When can he come around again? I see him waiting for you at the gate sometimes, she said. Oh, please bring him over for tea sometime. What about your work? You asked. Can I bring him there for a coffee or something? Oh, please, your mum gushed. I want to show you and him off to my workmates. You deadpanned. Actually, let's just stay here, more low-key, you said. Oh, no, please bring him to work, your mum begged. Okay, let me think about it, you said as you stood up. I'm going to go to my room for a bit. Call me for dinner. Oh, I will, your mum said happily as you turned to leave. Okay, thanks, Mum. Love you, you said as you headed for the stairs, reading Sarah's message. Hey, you home? I'm outside your window. It read, this guy, you thought with a smirk as you ran up the stairs to go and see him. Oh, my yin is doing so much better these days, your mum thought with a smile to herself. I do believe we can all heal. We're all going to be okay. You ran into your room and closed the door, and then ran to your bed and jumped up onto it, reaching for the curtain to pull it back and look out. There he was, the tape man himself, crouched at your window, and you couldn't help but grin as you slid the window open. "What are you doing out here?" you asked with a chuckle. "I came to see my not-girlfriend," he joked, and your heart skipped a beat. "What a loser," you joked as you crawled out onto the roof with him. "How did your session go today?" he asked as you both sat down on the roof together. "It was okay, I guess," you replied, looking out over the houses and lights beyond, and then looking at him. He was just smiling at you, having been watching your side profile the whole time that you'd been speaking. "What?" you half chuckled. "Nothing, I'm just listening," he replied. "You keep staring at me," you said with a bit of an embarrassed mumble. Yeah, I'm always looking at you. I can't look away," he admitted. "Guess I'm just under your spell." "Ah, stop," you said with a playful eye roll, pushing your shoulder into him, and he took the opportunity to put his arm around you to hold you into him, so you stayed there for a bit and then let out a little sigh and rested your head onto him. Sero was in heaven. The grin on his face couldn't get any bigger. You were actually laying your head on him voluntarily. "So, what did you talk about?" he asked curiously. "Oh, but you don't have to tell me." He then added, "Sorry, I'm just curious." "Nah, you're fine. We talked about my childhood and memories and emotions and stuff," you replied. "Actually, weirdly, I didn't have any residual emotions attached to any memories that I had from childhood, except one." "Which one?" he asked, squeezing your arm to pull you closer to him. "Well, I didn't tell this story, but I was thinking about it. When I was little, before I got my quirk, I remember going to the mall with Mum, and I don't know what happened, but I got lost, and I still remember that feeling when I suddenly realised that she wasn't there beside me. I just remember freezing in place and then thinking if she'd run away, and then I wondered if I should try and find her, and how would I do that?" "Yeah, that's so scary. It's scary when it happens as a kid," Sarah agreed. "Did she find you?" "Well, actually, I remember walking past a vending machine and stopping to look at it, and I remember seeing a lot of coffee cans in it. I knew Mum was good at making coffee and loved coffee, so I thought that if I stayed near it, then maybe she'd find me." "Oh, so that's the vending machine thing," Sarah half whispered to himself. "I was so scared and alone, and I remember begging inside for her to come and help me," you said. "So I hid behind the vending machine." Sero smiled softly down at your head and pressed his lips to the top of your head. "That's your cry for help," he said softly. "It's okay. I'll be your vending machine from now on. You can hide behind me or next to me." You snorted and then wrapped your arms around him and squeezed him tight. "You're so weird, Hunter," you chuckled as you held onto him tight and he hugged you as well. Ugh, so cute. And that is where we leave the 3 chapters for this week. I'll see you next week for more. I didn't leave you on a cliffhanger. See, I'm getting nicer as the days go by. Have a lovely day off to the rest of you, and I'll see you next week for more Heard You Like Me and more Shattered Image. See you then.